We're live.
Yeah.
Okay. January 8th.
Yes.
So
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
10 years ago today.
10 years? Wow.
Blackstar was released. I went to Silver
Oh,
Platters.
I thought you got one of those YouTube plaques. What is that?
Yeah, I don't have any YouTube. I have to have like 100,000 subscribers.
What didn't they give something out for 50,000?
Well, I haven't hit 50,000 yet, so I'm at 44 plus, whatever. So I walked into Silver Platters in Soto, I don't know, around 11 or noon. They only had 2 copies left on the open. They don't get a lot of copies of new releases, which is unfortunate. So that was 10 years ago this morning. I played this all weekend. I love it. It's kind of avant jazz.
Well, wait, what is it?
David Bowie's Blackstar, his final album.
Came out the day before he died, right?
No, it came out Friday, and then Monday morning I woke up. We all woke up to
he had passed.
David Bowie dying over the weekend, and his birthday is around this time too. I forgot what actual date. So 10 years.
So wait, was it released on vinyl when it first came out?
Yeah, this is the copy. I picked this copy up at Silver Platters in Seattle. This just came out, and this pressing's a little noisy. And I just got a few months ago, I got the final David Bowie box, which has a better pressing of this in it. But this sounds excellent. It's just a little noisy at the beginning, the run-in groove. So anyway, but you have to take it out of that plastic Azrai and put it in a sleeve because that...
Has it been reissued?
It's on and off, but right now it's not available, ironically. But the box came out 2 months ago, the final box, and usually up to about a year later, they do them all individually. So I'm surprised they didn't put it out like right now because it's 10 years, 10th anniversary, and it has a lovely booklet in it. Anyway, I love this record. Yeah. It's such a beautiful record, and
I find it sad as hell.
It is, especially when
there was the one video they played all the time, right?
Yeah, with his blindfold on, and
was it in black and white?
It might have been, but what's interesting? He picked up. There's this kind of avant jazz band that was playing in New York, and he used them as the band, like a lot of sax and polyrhythms and all these. Musically, it's very adventurous, and it's eerie, it's beautiful, and very jazzy. So it's such a great record, and so his birthday is today. Okay, so it was released on his birthday, that Friday.
How old would he have been today?
200.
Thank you.
He's probably born about 46 or 7 or 8. Someone could. Hey Siri, how old would David Bowie be today?
David Bowie died the 10th of January 2016 at age 69 in Manhattan.
So he'd be 79 today. Thank you, Wick.
Yeah, he died at 69?
Yeah, cancer. And it was, and none of the musicians, nobody knew he had cancer. And he was also working on, Lazarus was off Broadway or on Broadway in rehearsals with what's the actor that plays Dexter? He's a singer too, and he was playing the lead.
If you watch the I think it's a Rick Beato interview with Matt Pinfield.
Who's that?
Matt Pinfield was the host of 120 Minutes on MTV.
Oh, right.
But he was famous. He's a DJ. I've met him actually at the Vinyl Con. He had a stroke, I think, last year, and he is sort of recovered from it. But if you watch that interview, he befriended David Bowie. And David Bowie kind of used him as a sounding board. Like he would run stuff by him.
Wow.
Yeah.
For suggestions. So it's an interesting tidbit.
A little bit of
I heard technically they didn't shut down the music channels, but who knows?
But as far as we're concerned, it's been kind of
I mean, it's sort of like whether the MTV had music channels or not. The last 30 years, it hasn't been influential.
Not
It's
at all.
not like it was in the 90s and
It had a
definitely
good
the 80s.
20-year run that was music. That
Mhm.
really was music centric. And
Oh,
then
okay, the introduction of something new.
Okay, what's
My sister
uh-oh.
got me this. This is a Yeti, I don't know, thermal cup or whatever. And she had my image etched
Wow.
on the cup. So this is the new cup I
but
will
the
drink out
problem
of.
with that is you would never be smiling like that.
I smile all the time.
Oh, don't
So,
break yourself.
Is that is are you shilling those in your merch store like I am?
No,
I don't have
mean,
those in my merch store. I don't have
I don't
either.
know. I think if you sign up to Yeti, they give you free etching. This is pretty elaborate. I mean, for them to do it's. I mean, I'm sure this is power coded.
That costs $300.
No, she wouldn't spend that much on it. But this is nice. So
I'll be right back. You're on your own.
hello, my honey. Keeps it cold. And I'm sure it keeps it hot. It's one of one. That's right. So it's very nice. It was very nice of her. So I'm not at the merch period. I whatever. Yes, it's amazing. I do smile. I mean, I smile. I don't show my teeth. So I'm drinking, iced coffee today. The way it works is I make a lot of coffee and then I put it in a pitcher in the fridge for longer. It's iced coffee and then I'll have hot coffee, but this can do both. So I'm very happy. My next auction will be a week. No. Oh, a week from Saturday. It's a week from Saturday. Yes. I almost scared myself.
I have
But
no
here-
classical. Mine's today
No.
at 4:30 p.m.
I'm Anthony. Okay, I found this the other day. There will be a lot of classical I have. What do you think of this one, Anthony? And I've been doing I'm gonna start doing like helpful videos. So I repaired like advice for old decrepit YouTubers. Helpful. So I repaired this jacket with that glue.
You're the guy that
And-
pulls the brake off of a wheelchair.
But that technique of gluing it together and then putting glue along the seam to make a layer so it doesn't fray or break anymore has been working. But the record's in good condition. I'm just repairing the covers. So yeah, this is I have to double check on that one. Okay. Here's some records I picked up yesterday. I was teaching, so I went back. So for Vinyl Piper, there is Jazz Psych, and this is like a very hard to find Jazz Psych record. In fact, for some weird reason, I found this in a dollar bin. This is a $200 record, and it's in nice condition, surprisingly, for a
It was
dollar bin.
reissued about 6 years ago or something. I have the 6 years.
It was put Real Gone. I reissued it on clear vinyl.
Yeah.
But people complain about the pressings. Like they're noisy.
It is a good record. It is a good record.
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I found this Jazz Psych record. And if you don't know Joe, it's Joe Jones is a jazz guitarist. And I guess this was a reissue series done in Japan. Jazz Groove Prestige Collection. And I have not listened to any of these yet. I streamed a little bit of this and it sounds psyche to me. So this is a desirable record. I found I don't know if anyone knows about these jazz records that were put out on Fontana in the 60s. These covers were all done by this chick.
This chick.
Yeah. Martel Rylan. It's so tiny to read.
That's great that the artist has
I mean, you could see these were the albums, like the covers she did. I have a few of them. Originals are very expensive, but primarily you can find the Japanese ones, which are not horribly expensive. So it was cool to find this. Does anyone know this band? It's a funk band.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I don't know it, but I remember that album.
The Rhythm Funk Campaign, Ebony. This is on Uni. That's a cool label.
Elton John.
This is a free jazz record. Bobby Bradford and John Stevens, the Spontaneous Music Ensemble. This will melt your face. And then Xanadu, which reissued a lot of records, but they put out stuff, and I've not listened to this, but it seems to be a semi-desirable record. And then finally, I found an OJC of this, Swingville. Coleman Hawkins with Red Garland. Really nice. Okay, there you go.
Now, a couple of jazz things we should take note. 3 OJCs were announced, including Monk in San Francisco, which is an excellent solo piano album recorded in North Beach in this building that became Club Fugazi, where for years Beach Blanket Babylon played, and it was recorded in that theater, not too far from the Keystone, around the corner from the Keystone Jazz Club. So that is coming out. I forgot the other.
It seems weird. It seems
West Montgomery.
Well, here's the thing with the West Montgomery. So it seems weird, first of all, that they only announced 3 titles.
Yeah.
So they announced also a Vince Guaraldi Bolasete record,
right?
Which they've done several.
Probably early in the year, it's a slow period.
I think 2 years ago, maybe 3, but definitely less than 2. I think something. This West Montgomery was put out as a 3 LP set, which I assume was the whole show.
Yeah.
Or
that Monk though is excellent record. It's solo piano. It's solo piano, but
yeah. I have an OJC.
I love this. And anytime you put a cable car on a cover of a record.
Yeah, you get Rice Ronnie the
Also tomorrow, and I think this is a big deal, and it's fast, and we already know about it, but I think you and I both probably watched the In-Groove this morning. The individual Coltrane.
Start your ear off right.
Well, aside from that, the Rhino High Fidelity from this box, these are already out tomorrow.
Yeah, but they announced they would be part of the Start Your Ear Off Right.
Yeah, but they're not branded as that. They're basically the same thing. So I tell you, if you didn't get the box, these are so fucking
okay. Question for you, Mazzy.
Yes.
Is that box worth getting? Because it's still available. You can still get the box.
Absolutely. It's funny. I was talking to Joey, and he had ordered 2 of the individuals. I pre-ordered them like a couple months ago when they announced them, and I played some of this for him, and he was all upset, and he tried to cancel his order to order the box. But if you have a lot of these records, I tell you, they sound so good. Now, I had the box from 2016, which was from Digital Thing, but that was actually a good box. A little different configuration, had a 10-inch, a single, and it had the 2 collaborations,
the Don Cherry and
the Bags and Train.
Milt
this
Jackson
doesn't have that. These are just his albums, but these have the French covers, and they look better. I was doubtful about those French covers, but I think they look fantastic in person, better than in the promo. But they look like those Sam Records French things. I love this. And then the gatefold, they have the American one. And they have these essays by that guy, Jazz and Coffee, as the
Sid Schwartz.
Yeah, he does all the essays. They're beautiful pressings. So if you don't have some of these, and the mono sounds so great. I tell you, one of my favorites.
Which is the best sounding one to you?
Well, I like a lot of this is the one I kind of fell in love with. And Olay, obviously, it's a little Latin. I wouldn't say it's not orchestrated like the Miles.
Now they put out a Rhino Hi-Fi of the stereo of that already.
Right. This
In
is
fact,
great.
I
the
have
blues
that.
record. This is one of my favorites too, on it. But every single one. I've been playing this box set more than any other set over the holidays into New Year's. I leave it there. I include it in my top 10 box sets. I need to do a dedicated video on it because it is that good. And
okay, let's stop with the top 10 box sets. How many? I mean, if you're buying 10 box sets,
it's the music, stupid.
Wait a minute, Rob.
Okay,
I'm
hold
working
on.
on a top 10 box set video review. Which are the top 10 box set videos?
Yeah,
So
and that for you to be able to determine the top 10 box sets, I mean, how many box sets is allowed to be bought to determine their 10?
I probably
How
got
many box
60?
sets did you buy, and what
100?
determines a box set?
Well, you're right. I did not call the REM slipcase a box set. The Chronic Town. I didn't call those a box set.
Hey, Russ. I mean, I've paid $175 for a record. I think that's the most. I have bought box sets. I have bought box sets for more than that. But I'm more about finding records affordably, that sort of
I
thing.
traded a guy $1,000 worth of ads for a record. Trade.
Yeah, dude, you traded someone for an overpriced blowhard record for an ad. The better records.
It's an overpriced blowhard, the best Led Zeppelin 2 you have ever heard.
No, everyone agrees that
I'm not
Led
saying
Zeppelin.
that I can't get that. I don't have one for $29. I do.
No, hold on.
I'm just saying.
There's a difference between a record that's agreed to be the best sounding of that record and then a regular record that he got 20 copies of and determined that one record sounds the best. They're two different things.
Right.
I want to thank the two. I don't know if it was just because I'm here, and I want to thank Rob and Jim. I just got 2 more T-shirts ordered just now in that moment. And I didn't even say anything about them. So
that's cool, man.
You just said, I'm going to do a video of the #1 wanker from last year, and it's Mazzy. Apparently, he bought 10 box sets, but they're the 10 best box sets.
No, actually, out of those 10, okay, I said out of those 10 box sets, 2 I got as promos.
But the thing of it is that Mazzy's box set video is amongst the top 10 box set videos.
It is.
Can we all agree before the stream ends today?
Coltrane Jazz.
When you're allowed to do a top 10 list, how many records do you have to acquire to whittle it down to 10?
You could have 10. You could just put those.
No,
10
or can you just say?
You can put those 10 in order.
Hey, everyone! I bought 10 records last year. They're the 10 best records.
Yeah. Hey, everybody!
I want to get down.
The book club. Yeah.
I want to get down to the bottom of this. Mazzy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How many box sets did you buy last year?
Probably,
or acquire?
Probably 16. 15,
that's not a large enough sample to do.
Yeah,
10.
that's not a large enough sample.
Statistically speaking,
okay.
Wow.
The polling numbers came in, and the polling numbers say this: we only sampled 16 people.
Okay. Coltrane plays the blue. I tell you, pick this one up. Pick this one up. But you might as well get the box. But anyway. I just do my favorite record.
Got a good list is absolute sound.
Everybody should do whatever they want to do. You know me. It's not about rules. You're sounding like that guy Simon, who always wants to have rules. And
no, you're the official.
He's upset that they didn't play by the rules.
Hold on, and, I'm against rules. I'm against them.
Me too.
But if something doesn't smell right, I will call it out. You determining that there's 10 best box sets to buy means that you acquired like the Kiss box set and
I
the
did
Knit
not get
box
the
set.
Kiss
And
box set. And I did
okay,
not get the I don't even know if it's out yet. Is it the 12 CD Tales from a Top Graphic Ocean? I didn't get that box set either.
okay, here's another question for you, Mazzy. Out of the 10 best box sets list,
Yes.
how many were CD box sets?
I think two of them. I
That's
think
a good
two of them
question.
were, and I think 3 to 4 of them were hybrids. You know, with CD and records together. Like I did that bluegrass country one from Bear's Family, which was fucking amazing. Now they sent me that one, and I was awestruck of that. Now you have to be into that music. It's 12 CDs, and that rootsy kind of cowboy country gospel-y stuff was so good. I
Now,
played that.
Mazzy,
Yes,
you know I famously don't watch your videos.
I know you don't.
Did you? Did you? I watched some of them.
Okay.
Did you call the Love box set one of the best ones?
Yes,
Okay,
I
because I
did.
have that, and
Yeah,
actually, it is very good. It's
it
the
is.
vinyl's quiet. It actually, I determined the other Love album I had, the Forever Changes, that box set sounds better. Actually, I had an original Love of Forever Changes stereo. That box set sounds better than that, and it sounds better than the Chris Bellman one that has been previously available.
Now I don't
So
sell. Okay, here's the thing. I don't sell my promos that I get in my Whatnot auction, but I will say today, here's a good example of something, and I want to be transparent. And I did a preview video of my Whatnot auction. It's at 4:30 today Pacific. I launched at 6:30 this morning. The preview.
should I send Mazzy an invoice for promoting his bullshit here?
Oh, that's what your show's about. A part of it. But I do have a sealed the one step of the REM and Chronic Town, the EP, because I ordered that and I paid $125 for that. And all of a sudden, like a week before I got it, I got a box. I got promos for the Beck and that. So I got freebies. I'm keeping the freebies, but obviously I couldn't cancel my order. So I got it. And my local friends here, I would have traded or something, Coffee Dave and already ordered it and stuff. So I am selling that starting at $80 or $75, whatever. So it might go for less. So you have a chance to get a sealed copy of that, maybe less than retail. It's still available.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Can I sell something now? Can I sell?
Now, hold on, Rix. You becoming very suspect lately. I promise you that Forever Changes box set or the Love box set, that Forever Changes sounds better. It does.
You know, here's the
I've
thing
had
about
an
that.
original.
Originals sound great on many records, but a lot of times the pressings, obviously they're 50, 60 years on. So it probably won't be dead quiet, which is fine for most records. Or in the 50s and 60s into the 70s, the way they cut records, they didn't go for the full dynamics of the tape. Good example was the way they did RL, the Led Zeppelin 2. By the way, I have a classic records 200-gram Led Zeppelin and 2 Who's Next and Who sell out in the auction today.
Okay, can I did a stream with Grant's Rock Warehouse on Tuesday. I did a stream with him. We do this no skip stream once a month where we both show 2 records that I believe there are no skips on. And actually one, I will go as far as if you put their whole songography, like stream it from a service, you will not skip any of their songs. And that's Fountains of Wayne. Do you have any Fountains of Wayne, Mazzy?
I don't, and I like them, and I have the.
Hold on, I'm going to pull this one record that I'm going to go grab this.
The guy who wrote for the Monkees is from that guy, you know.
No, well, he was like the first technical celebrity to die of COVID, Adam Schlesinger. But this record right here originally came out on CD. I think about in 2020, this came out on vinyl for the first time for Record Store Day. Real Gone did it. I think you could still get the black vinyl version. This is a colored vinyl.
Okay.
This is, I think, their third or fourth, but this was their first breakthrough record. And it was enough songs, it's 2 LPs. Actually, they made a mistake. This is called Mexican Wine. Somehow it was titled Mexican Summer. But this is definitely a no skip record. All the songs on here are excellent. And it's sad that he passed away, Adam Schlesinger. He wrote the songs for That Thing You Do. He wrote songs for other people. I would go as far as to say you could put him up there. Lennon and McCartney, Neil Finn, all the best songwriters. And do yourself a favor. I always say stream the music. Fountains of Wayne is a must.
I do like Fountains of Wayne. I do.
I highly suggest you get this
really
album.
Talented.
And I bet, Mazzy, you would love this album.
Yeah,
you would
I haven't
listen
heard
to
that.
it multiple
I've heard their
times.
music quite a bit, and I like them. Hey, this is relevant because I know Fluffy just mentioned something about tariffs in terms of records. That phone call that came through from the Tubular Bells piece of music, and I have the transcript. Listen to this. Okay, I had an issue because I had ordered from Sam Records, from Fred, the Donald Byrd record.
Yeah, I have that.
And I borrowed Joey's copy because I wanted to include it in my jazz video end of the year. And I gave it back to him. And my copy got lost, apparently. I wrote to Fred. I said, I can't find any tracking. And Fred, to his credit, he said, I'm going to send you another one. And I'm sending it through FedEx and all this stuff. I just got this. This is weird. Hi there. I'll try to shorten it.
Can you do it in a different voice?
This is a no man. God's is the package coming from France. And anyway, it's currently United States, but it's heading custom. We don't have any information it requires for clearance of the package. The costing, the request is a commercial invoice. So could you please provide a commercial invoice for this something? You can send it this way. Tracking information. Please respond in 24 hours. This information. Now, Sam is usually good. Fred is usually good for doing this stuff. So I can't.
Wait, I'm a little lost. So the original record that was sent.
So I don't know if I assume this
who sent you this email?
Sam. Oh, this is from FedEx. They just called. This isn't an email. This is a transcript of the voicemail that FedEx just left me as we were sitting here.
So is it because you haven't paid all the fees you owe them for tariff-related stuff?
I don't owe anything to FedEx as far as I know. There was one for UPS for $49 from Canada that I already got the package. So Sam Records. People know who Sam Records. Yeah. So that's so weird. So I guess I should copy this and send it to Fred. I hate to bother him, but
so wait, what's the gist of the message? They can't find your package.
The commercial invoice wasn't filled out properly with everything, and not the shipper. So the shipper fills that all out. Because when I've done stuff like through Whatnot, what's great about Whatnot, if someone orders out of the country, all the commercial invoice is generated through the Whatnot when you print it out. You've done things like that. You have to fill out like 3 copies or something.
Well, when you fill out the documents for shipping internationally,
you put like gift or something.
So basically, you have 2 or 3 things to declare: what the item is, what it's worth,
yeah,
and how you're sending it. Are you sending it as a gift? Are you sending it as merchandise?
I mean, he can't say it's a gift. He'll say it's a $50 record or whatever it is. It's
but if he states it as, supposedly, if he fills it out right that it is a record, isn't it technically omitted from tariff?
Absolutely, but we found out that the companies, no one understands this, and they're charging you when they shouldn't be charging you.
So here's what you do. You tell Fred. Okay, you tell Fred.
Copy this and send it to him.
Let me finish talking. You tell Fred that you got a contact from FedEx. Apparently, seems like the documentation was not filled out or missing. That's what you tell him.
Yeah,
but he's already righted the wrong. But he could go. No, I don't know.
He is great. He is great.
I don't know. Hey, Craig, can you answer this question for me? Let's pretend you're an incompetent boob. We're pretending, you are not. and you didn't fill out the paperwork right, and you mail your package internationally, can you go back in and redo the paperwork? Question.
Yeah,
I don't know the
I
answer.
think it says on here. Yeah, I'm going to write him. You know, it's really interesting. In the last 2 days, I haven't gotten these kind of things before. I got some emails from independent artists or labels I've never heard of wanting me to audition their records, and I haven't responded yet.
Well, now this is an interesting proposition, Mazzy. I think you should do a video where you state your audition process. Okay, here's my
should I call this the casting couch?
my suggestion, Mazzy.
Should I call this the casting couch?
Okay, here's my
Well, the
suggestion.
U-Haul out front is the casting.
Hold on. Hi, I'm Mazzy. Recently, I've been getting inundated with requests for people to send me their records. I'm coming up with an audition process. You have to show up in person and wear something loose fitting that's easy to remove. Thank you.
Wow.
But no, seriously, if you make I think it would be hysterical if you made a video with your process for people sending you unsolicited records.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the hard thing, because I'm not really a reviewer. I'm not a reviewer, but I like music. And what I've said before, and this people may not agree with this process, but if I've had independent artists or labels send me a record when they're a small company, and if it's not my thing, I don't really like it, I just probably won't review it, because I don't want to say I just think this is crap, or I wouldn't say that.
Okay, Mazzy, I refute that you say you're not a reviewer.
Well, I'm being generous, and
I refute it because you make videos, you come on here with records. Listen, you're not big on talking about records you don't like.
Yeah.
But if you like something and you're emphatic about it, it influences people to pick it up. So that technically, I believe, is a reviewer.
I like Bobby Gass's thing. Get a panel to audition. I could have like Kimbo, and except Kimbo hates shit that.
Yeah, if you have Bobby Gass with you, it's going to be something. Can you turn around and show us your butt? Turn around. Like me, if people say, oh, you always say the same thing. It's an excellent record. Because I believe it's an excellent record. I will not talk about usually a record that I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't think most people would.
Right. I know Fred is a shop and an individual. It's Sam Records. Fred is the guy that literally does everything to make those.
Fred's a one-man. The thing about Fred is he's a one-man operation.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I've had
literally a one-man operation. Are you looking for trouble? Don't come around here. Okay, listen, Jeff Myers. Jeff Myers, you're funny. Someone who likes collecting and listening to records. Sam Records is a French reissue label, primarily reissuing jazz records that were only available in Europe.
For the most part,
mostly France.
Yeah.
And he does what Tone Poet does. He reissues the record with top-notch jackets and with care and excellent. He does it well, but he is a one-man operation.
Dave,
as opposed to Sam Records, I have a giant staff.
Yeah, Sam Records has been all over YouTube and the vinyl community, all the jazz.
Well, I don't know how much videos he has done. I do know people like Captain Phoenix.
Captain Phoenix has done 2 or 3.
Yeah, but but they're not traditionally interviews. He goes into the store and talks to him.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
Yeah.
I would love to. I think
has a much bigger staff.
Coffee Doctor, the doc visited Sam Records. And
now I will say this:
and didn't buy one of his records.
Every Sam record I've bought, and I have a lot, is excellent. I even got his Artisan, where the covers are handmade and limited. Those are excellent.
Django Reinhardt. Yeah.
I will say that Bird transition record is not. It's live. It's not the best recording,
It,
but
but it's a beautiful cover.
but
It's that Mondrian.
you'll never find an original of that record.
No, Sam records are most of them are about $50. The Artisan series, which he does only a
With shipping
few,
and stuff, is
the Artisan series are about $100. Okay. 120 with shipping.
That Sam records are 500 a pop. No,
that is
even the most
Electric
expensive
Music company. That's the Electric Music
Okay,
company.
the most expensive one were the Artisan ones, and with shipping are over 100, like 125.
Yeah,
but
You're thinking
most
about
of his
ERC are 400 to 500.
Here's the good thing about Sam, and this is what I wish all record companies would do, especially for Record Store Day. He puts sound clips on his website of the records, so he does a great job. It seems obviously he was a music fan, and he did what he felt as a music fan he would want. He does it the right way.
Sam Records, I think, in terms of business wise, is a really good example of how you can make a small fortune doing something like that, but you have to start with a large fortune.
And
But I don't know.
He has last year he had a heart attack, and he
he took a long time off.
I don't think this guy's making a lot of money. He's doing it for the love.
And he has a record store, so he sells other stuff. If you follow him on Instagram, he has a regular store where he shows other types of records.
Yeah.
I heard the knock against
is mostly jazz.
The knock against Fred, though, because he's a one-man operation, is look, don't come after me, you European people. But as a European, they take a lot of vacations. So he takes vacations.
This is the record in question.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is his website, Sam Records.
Yeah. So those Sun Ra's originally came out as artisans. So did actually the Donald Byrd came out as an artisan.
But look he sells other things too, like our friend. Now, Craig, do you sell your record at Sam? Because you think that would be something that he would sell.
Yeah, but I think Sam mostly sells jazz records.
Well, it's a jazz fusion prog.
No, I understand, but Craig's put out. Well, Craig answered the question. I'm not going to answer it for you.
Yeah, I tell you what's great is this Bobby Jasper and Shahib Shahab record. Those are fucking amazing records. There.
I don't have the Bobby Jasper.
I would say everyone right now, go to Sam and order one title. Do yourself a favor. Skip a T-shirt from Mazzy's Music.
No. Mazzy, wrong. You should call Sam right now.
That is great. There's the soundtrack. That's a 10-inch. The Miles. I don't know if that's available now, but
I think it's available. But
these Chet Bakers are killer. These Chet Bakers are killer.
You know what? Here's funny, Mazzy. Universal owns, I think, the U.S. rights. About a year ago, they put out those records. So make sure if you're ordering those Chet Bakers, get the Sam version.
Right. I have some Sams. I got turned on.
You
Sam.
know what? One I don't have some of his first ones, but that afternoon, the one with John Lewis and is it Sasha Destel? That afternoon in Paris one, you should get that record. That's a must get record.
I can't wait till Concert Buddies Surface Noise talks about merch in vinyl community stores tonight on that new episode.
Merch episode? Yeah.
Arnaldo, I didn't comment. Arnaldo, wait, I want to talk to Arnaldo. I want to support.
Hey, look,
I watched your.
It's Mazzy's world. We just live in it.
No, I like to talk to when I can see the comments. Arnaldo did a really nice vinyl tag, and I watched it. I didn't comment, but I watched it. Nice
You
to see
didn't comment? Why?
you
Why
know,
wouldn't you
It
comment?
depends if I'm sitting with my
Help
iPad
the
at
guy
night
out, man.
and watching my
we're
iPad at
starting
night.
we're starting a new segment on the stream. What Mazzy did today.
Okay.
Hey, okay, now I'm doing, this is my best impersonation of Mazzy.
Okay, here we go.
I got in the mail from the nice people at Humming Guru. They're 2 new products.
Chill.
Well,
Is that the milkshake machine?
so I'm going to start trying to do more kind of helpful videos. If you think a review of a product is helpful, that's one. How I repair records, stuff like that. I've done some of them. But they sent me the new water dispenser, which I think is a needed upgrade for the Humming Guru, because you have to manually refill the tank. And I, on a weekly basis, will turn the tank over and the lid will fall off and water spills everywhere.
What?
I'm gonna try and replicate that for a video to make a
I've
point.
never had that happen.
Well, I will replicate it and you will
I'm
see.
sure you will. I'm sure you will.
So I got this, and then basically their version of the Bionic Spin Clean,
Been clean.
their version, and I think what makes this different than the Spin Clean, where they attempt, because I've never owned a Spin Clean, so I can't compare it with my experience. But this clamp, I think is different. With a Spin Clean, you just take the record and put it in it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
spin
there's
it.
clamping and then there's hand cranking.
What's the retail price on that? Do you know?
I have not looked them up yet, and when I do reviews, I will include that. But they're well thought out. First of all, the most important thing about any company with Humming Guru is their customer service. Their customer service is top notch. As far as me being a consumer with any products, they're one of the better companies I've dealt with, because my old original Humming Guru, I had to do stuff to it, and I've reached out to them. They respond very quickly, and they respond with information that helps you. My first Humming Guru fell out of warranty, and the piece I needed to repair it was very affordable to fix it. So I'm a big devotee to the Humming Guru.
So that thing is like, for someone who doesn't want to pay as much for a Humming Guru, they get that manual one. Is that the deal?
It's like it's just
Like
water.
a Spin Clean.
This
It's
thing
called-
is badass. This is Humming Guru.
You know what? Here, let me. First of all, I'll criticize the name of this product. The Humming Guru EZ. I believe this is more difficult to use than the Humming Guru.
True.
You just drop your record in the Humming Guru and
That's
push the
the
button.
greatness about the Humming Guru is you push the
Right.
button twice.
I mean,
and
the
that
actual
one's
Humming
easy
Guru
on
should
the
be
wallet.
called the actual
It's-
Humming Guru should be called the Humming Guru EZ.
yeah.
That one's easy on the
Okay,
wallet.
I got a mad moment that I sent the group, but here.
What this is like non sequitur.
Yeah. Here, this is more Humming Guru. This is their anti-static device. Go, Mazzy. Can't hear it. Stop.
Okay,
Hey,
Don Draper got his daughter tickets to see the Beatles at Shea
Oh
Stadium.
yeah, and they were screaming.
Hey,
That reminds me of when you get your box sets sent to you in the mail and they show up on your front porch. You do that every time. That's what I thought.
Exactly, I do.
This thing works. This is the Humming
What is
Guru.
that?
This is an anti-static device. It's got, this goes over your. Well, you
That
can't
seems
really
like
see
too
that.
much work.
okay.
You just
Okay.
plop it on your turntable, push this button, and walk away. It goes this way, and then
for
it
how
goes
long?
that way, and your static is gone.
Wow.
I have it really bad here at RCN World Headquarters. I have times where I approach the turntable and the hairs on my arm stand up, and I've used the Zero Stat. That's not easy to use. This
Okay.
thing
That's nice
works.
packaging, Rob. I like that packaging.
Okay, so this is $89.
That's cheap.
The base Humming Guru is
It's
$500.
$129.
No, it's
No.
like up. I think
Oh,
it's gone
$100.
up. No.
It's 800.
Because of-
And then the
because of China's
Nova,
tariffs.
The Nova is like $750 or something.
But I think the spin clean, which that is competing with, is
It's not the spin
129.
clean is not cheap.
No, the spin clean, I believe, is 129.
What?
No, really?
What?
Okay, well, let's look this up.
RCN World
Record
Headquarters.
spin clean.
Okay, on Amazon, the spin clean is $80. Is a
Same
$10
price?
less. It's
Okay.
$79.
Oh wait, but the whole kit is $150. It's $79, but the whole kit is $150.
Okay, hold on. The limited edition spin clean clear is $150.
And they made a Beatles edition too. They made a Beatles spin clean.
You know, I'm a good example because I have been such a naysayer for a half a century about cleaning records, and I still don't clean all my new records unless I have an issue.
Oh.
But
The Studebaker is $50.
if you're $750 is a lot of money, but if you're buying records like a lot of us, not all of us, are buying a lot of records, it's actually a part of your regimen. So I switched.
Okay,
If you have 1,000 records and they're worth $7 each, $7,000 in records.
okay,
Why not
calm down.
spend
Both
$700?
of you, calm down. Here's where I believe I'm better than Mazzy in a lot of ways, but the one way I'm better than Mazzy is I clean a lot more records than Mazzy does.
Well, you go through people's underwear to find records, so you need to clean
Right.
your
So
records.
I clean on average 5 records a day. 5 a day.
That's weird because whenever if I turn my Humming Guru on to cleaning, I'll do at least 15 records.
But how often do you do that?
Twice a week, once or twice a week.
All right.
But I'll and here's my opinion. So what I could honestly say this spin clean, where I could make a case for owning it with a Humming Guru or this Humming Guru Easy. I can make a case as surfactant or chemicals that you use. You do it in this spinning device and then finish it in the ultrasonic. And that's but here's someone. There is someone who I would consider more of an expert than I am in cleaning. And listen, this is pretty much 4 years straight cleaning records with a Humming Guru device. I believe the Humming Guru turns a record, makes it better. Whatever way you want to say makes it better, it does. But there is a person, Patrick, the PB Thou. He, I think, has like 5 different ultrasonic devices. And he really does.
It's a multi-step process.
Yeah.
I don't understand, Rich, your comment. You're Rich. Like the tank is a pain in the ass changing it. You pull it out, you lean it on top. You don't have to hold it, and it drips down, and you put it back. And I change the water every maybe 8 to 10 records, so it's not a big deal at all. And with that thing that Rob just got, that's going to be even easier.
Well, listen. The granddaddy of ultrasonic cleaning machines is the degritter. And can anyone? I have very limited experience with the degritter.
That's $3,200.
Right.
I've heard
so Rich, I don't disagree that manually pouring the water in is a pain in the ass. But your daily life, with all the shit you have to do you get out and pump your own gas? Do you do things that are manual in your life? Pouring a water tank for a few 20 seconds is really hurting your life.
How often do you have to fill up the degritter tank? I have no idea.
No, the thing of it is, though, it's not ruining your life, but for an extra $3,000, why not?
Well, first of all, you could buy, I know it's not equivalent, but you could buy 4 to 5, 4 plus, 4.5 to 5 Humming Guru Novas for one degritter. So you could have a bank of them if you really wanted to. That's a lot to deal with.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to do my imitation, my perspective of Rich's life. This is Rich. I post a record on Instagram. He goes, "How much do you want for that?" And I say no, and he goes, "That's how much his life sucks."
Well, I've now used the Humming Guru for 3 years. I have no issues. I know some people for the first one had some tank leakage and a few things, and they fixed it. But in the Nova improved. I'm surprised they even keep the first one in print. And why don't they just get rid of it and just concentrate on the Nova? Why not at this point, right?
Hey, you put mixed drinks in your degritter to mix them.
What does that rarely mean? I mean, at some point.
Oh, hold on. I want to go, Patty. So I'm going to describe my journey in cleaning records right now. I started by watching a Steve Carlson video where he got that I forget the name of it. Can someone help me? It's that vacuum attachment that you used.
Yeah.
Steve Carlson did a video on that. So here's what I did. I didn't buy the vacuum attachment. I made my own. I had a little Bissell vacuum spot cleaner. I went on Amazon and bought one of the brush attachments and modified it. I took the brushes heads off. I put felt on it. I made a modification. And I did what actually the brush device people, if you go to their website, they have a very good thing. They tell you to buy a Lazy Susan, put a screw on it, all this thing to make. And I would spin with a brush and clean the records and then vacuum off the dirty water. That's how I started. And it worked pretty well. Then I bought one of those Vendor, which is a Chinese ultrasonic machine maker. Primarily, those devices are used to clean jewelry and such and tools. And they're very deep. But they started selling them with attachments and a motorized spinning wheel for you to clean your records. I found that one worked well, but you had to pour so much distilled water in there that it just kind of felt I'm wasting a lot of water. And that's when I decided to buy the Humming Guru. But I used that original ultrasonic machine for a year and a half. And then I used the Humming Guru and I couldn't go back because I don't have the bankroll to buy a degritter or something like that.
Now, someone said, I have worked or been in the house with someone playing with a degritter, and the degritter is a fabulous machine. I like the design. I like
Danny K had one, and
yeah, I don't want to pay the $3,300 for it. I mean, I didn't even want to do the Humming Guru, and they reached out to me originally. So, but it's something that I got that I worked on and I played with, and I heard the difference. And yes, you can say, well, the degritter gets you more there, but that's the hard part because you never have the two same dirty records and compare it to a degritter or a Humming Guru. Now,
no, but what you can do is you can have a dirty record and then clean it and clean it and clean it and listen to it. For me,
yeah,
the degritter is the spin clean, and I loved my degritter, but it's the spin.
How long did you have a degritter for?
I'm not the
You
degritter.
have
I'm sorry, no,
the
Humming Guru. Excuse me.
No, but you have a Kermis.
I have a Kermis, and before that, I had
a lot of manual shit you have to do in the Kermis.
Yes, and so I'm not talking about ease of use. All I'm talking because the Kermis is a pain in the ass. But nothing, in my opinion, ultimately cleans a record like the Kermis process. And I even finished the Kermis with my VPI. If I'm serious about cleaning a record, I'll do all this.
Well, wait. On the VPI. To be completely transparent, Jim, didn't Kermis take you to Epstein's Island? No, I'm joking.
I took Kermis to Epstein's Island, and he wouldn't take his. At that time, he was still wearing the white. No, Kermis is he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
What's great about now. The Humming Guru isn't the best cleaner out there, and the degritter is, I'm sure, guaranteed.
So handy.
The degritter is a guaranteed a better ultrasonic cleaning machine.
Hey,
But
Joseph, I still believe in the economy we live in today. Just buying a gallon of distilled water.
it's like $3.
No. If for me,
Two.
it's like $1.50.
Yeah, it's
I don't
cheap.
know where are you buying it from,
No,
Mazzy?
I don't. Okay.
The high. Listen, it's Mazzy's world. We just live in it. He shops at the bigger store.
No, I get it
He gets it
Safeway
at,
or I get
Whole
it
Foods.
at it's a couple bucks.
And honestly, Joseph, if you use the Humming Guru, I go through a gallon. And here's one thing I've done with the Humming Guru. I go to Amazon and I buy a sheet of fish tank filter, and I cut them into the same thing. I don't buy the filters through Humming Guru. I make my for like $9. You get a big giant sheet, and I can cut a zillion of them. So typically in that tank, it has a filter. Now I don't know what this does. I would assume they have the same type of filters in this, but I don't know yet. I haven't opened it.
The bottom part is probably the same. That little, it just.
But I can honestly tell you, for me to go through a gallon, I probably a month, maybe more. It takes me to go through a gallon.
Can you imagine if they? Okay, Rob, if they asked Don Draper to do the ad campaign for the Humming Guru back then,
That would be so exciting. Rob would
okay,
go,
yeah, I got it, Mazzy. Here's what Don Draper would do. He would hire Rosemary Clooney to go, extra value is what you get when you buy a Humming Guru. I don't
copyright.
It's funny, I just watched an episode, and they were the old guy copywriter was the count guy was saying, well, yeah, we need to get people like Rosemary Clooney or Doris Day to sing, and the young Peggy Olson wanted some modern, or the guys wanted someone modern.
Okay,
1965.
What Elliot Cruz does is there's a hot spring in the mountains of North Carolina.
Okay, so $1.50 for a gallon. I mean, that's, by the time
there's a hot spring. It produces natural distilled. Actually, here's what Elliot Cruz does. There's a still in the middle of the woods, and it produces natural distilled water.
You go down to
it also produces high grade acid drinking moonshine.
Yeah, I'm sure the degritter, if they sent me a degritter, I would use that all the time too, probably. I mean,
I've never used anything more sophisticated than the I used to have a V8. Does anyone if anyone remembers that? It was just a tank, ultrasonic tank. You could clean anything in. You could adjust the frequency and the water temp, and then there was a rotisserie where you could put 8 records on it at a time.
Well, I think that's so I had the honor of going through the Ingrooves operations, and he has what's that one he has?
He's got like 5 of them, right?
No, but it's that brand. It's a certain brand of ultrasonic. I think Patrick has that one.
It's the same one Michael Fremer. I think Michael 45.
I think that's They're
like 12 grand, 10 grand.
You know what? When I saw the degritter in operation, it kind of came off to me. The Claudio. Thank you, Sean. The Claudio.
Pale audios.
But he had like at least 3 or 4 Claudios going there. So, but the degritter, when I saw it in person, it kind of came off like a Maserati, Ferrari kind of to me.
Compared to the Claudio.
Well, the Claudio is very industrial looking. Like you can do a lot of records. The degritter is a one-off record cleaner, right? So,
can you put multiple records in the degritter, or is it just one at a time?
Hey,
does it have
listen,
2 spaces like a toaster?
I think you need to take a gummy, Rix, and chill out. Thank you.
Well, that is such a good idea.
Isn't it?
You can't.
I did the Bobby Gas, just to try it. I did the wood glue once, and you know what it did? You know what it did? It did nothing. It didn't. Well, I did it with a record I didn't care about. That's a stupid thing. Oh, by the way, someone asked what glue, and again, I do not take ownership of this. Tom Rashawn turned me on to this glue. Got it at Amazon. it is work. I haven't even gone through the first bottle yet. The one complaint
The nozzle.
is the nozzle. I mean, I understand the glue gets gummed up, but there's got to be a better way. Maybe they could put a rolling ball in it or something. I don't know.
Then the bowling ball will get stuck.
No,
But yeah, you
this
want to
stuff
do
is
pH,
excellent.
archival pH balance stuff. It's kind of like framing. We've talked about framing before. Never use glass on your artwork. Use UV coated Plex because maybe because we're coming from California and the West Coast and earthquakes, and if something falls, if you have artwork that's expensive or worth something, it could slash your artwork if it falls or gets
Okay.
damaged.
Okay, so here's right now where I think we need to move on with the record cleaning is what type of solution do people use? Patrick has termed there's probably a toxic waste situation going on in my other room where my ultrasonic
Well,
is.
we're seeing it on camera.
Okay. Because the bottles of types of that I have in there that I haven't used, like one of them is literally banned in Europe. But I even also have a bottle of Kodak film shit.
The Ilford.
The main thing I use is what Hummingbrew sent me with the ultrasonic. I'm still going through it. Here's how I clean records. I have a spray bottle, a little spray bottle that sends out a mist of rubbing alcohol. So I have that. If a record is completely filthy, I spray that on first and wipe it off. That if there's gummy substances or stuff, that seems to get that stuff off. Then I have a second bottle that's mostly distilled water, a drop of the Humming Guru solution, just a little drop, and some rubbing alcohol. And that I spray it on before and wipe it off, and then I put it in the Humming Guru. That has worked for me. That has worked 100% of making records sound better. That's what I do now. Let's see what this spinning device does.
I don't use anything in the distilled water anymore unless it's a really filthy, disgusting record. I just use
actually, I heard a rumor that Mazzy pees in it, and his pee is so strong.
Thank you, Rob. Okay,
Really, they use that to build speakers that holds the material on forever with constant vibration.
Well, they probably do a combination. Like they'll do probably nail tacks or things that are embedded, and then they glue them first too. But who knows? But hey, I'm going to do a conversation in a couple weeks with Andrew Sandoval. He has a new Kinks book coming out that he did a short video on.
Have you really become best friends?
No, but Andrew and I have known each other, over the years, never met in person until I was with you guys at the John Lennon 1-to-1 preview in LA. But I've known him when he worked at Rhino in-house years ago. He worked a lot of box system in the CD area. Of course, he's the monkey expert, all the monkey things. He's done all the Kinks boxes, the mono box, as well as the one-off, obviously Arthur and the Village Green and stuff. And he's into Sunshine Pop and Beach Boys and a lot of stuff. I actually pre-ordered his book, so I paid for a pre-order book. The regular copy, which is $79, is a massive book. There's a special higher edition, but mine, I'm getting my copy early, but I bought it. I'm not shilled. And I reached out to him because I love talking about the Kinks, and that's his favorite group, I think, maybe next to the Monkees or next to. So we're gonna do in the next couple of weeks. Once my book arrives, he sent it to me early. It comes out in February, but he's shipping my copy early so I can have it. And we're going to talk about the Kinks. Yeah, all the stuff the Kinks sings are great, and I want to ask him his opinion because I have it on video, on several videos of Ray introducing his brother and himself as Ray Davis. And of course, we hear that Ray refers to himself, he pronounces his name Ray Davis, not Davies. But Dave, his brother, refers to himself as Davey.
Okay,
So
let me help you out here, Mazzy.
I want to see what.
Okay, I'm going to help you out with this, Mazzy. Ray Davis is a guy you go get your tires changed at. That's his place.
No, that's Mark Morris
Ray
Tire.
Davies is a rock star.
Nope.
Next.
Yes.
Nope.
Ray Davis, he does the best trophies. When you need a trophy, go down to Ray Davis.
Ray Davis.
Ray Davis
Well, I'm
will
going to
rock your ass
in the
off.
interview.
Ray Davies will rock your ass.
Well, yeah,
off.
I mean Ray Davis, Ray and Dave are just like the Wanker brothers from Oasis, or the Everly brothers, or
okay.
or
So
the Robinson brothers. All these brothers hate each other.
Real quick, vinyl and kicks. When I started looking into how to clean records, I found this guy who literally was like he was making wine. He fermented his own enzyme cleaner, and I'd never saved the video. And I've searched for it before, and I can't find the guy. But he went through a whole process where he fermented it and made this enzyme cleaner that he claimed worked like a champ. So I suggest go through YouTube looking for a guy who ferments his own enzyme cleaner.
Oh, you guys
do that.
Or go visit Elliott Cruz, and there's probably people up in the hills fermenting their own enzyme cleaner.
My introduction to record cleaning was the VPI 16.5 vacuum unit, and that was it for many, many, many years. That did a great job. I still use it when I'm seriously cleaning. I finish with the VPI.
So
to get everything out.
Hold on. I'm going to do my impression of Jim cleaning anything. You can just pretend it's something that's dirty, and this is Jim cleaning it.
Yeah, but you can wipe off Elliot. You can wipe off the fingerprints with a soft cloth.
No, I use rubbing. My spray bottle of rubbing alcohol gets rid of fingerprints.
People get so like,
Ooh, don't do that.
Oh my god, it came from the record factory.
Yeah.
Fingerprints.
Actually, here's what I learned from Jim. People, you don't realize this. Probably 70% of Jim's life, he's led like he's a criminal. And Jim actually took an X-Acto knife and removed his own fingerprints.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, here's a complaint I have based on a complaint others have, and I don't understand the complaint to begin with. Doesn't mean they're wrong. It's just my thing. So when people buy these, and it's not just Rhino Hi-Fi, I think Light in the Attic does it. They have these OBs that really don't stay on. They're not wraparounds, which you don't want on a gatefold anyway. And people say they're useless. They're great in stores because you can look right away and read some information and some ingredients, basically. So basically, just all you have to do, you flatten it out, okay, because they're not going to stay on, and you stick it in the other sleeve with the insert, and that's it. How hard is that? I mean, people's head explode because they can't figure out what to do with those OBs.
Now you just ruined the OB though. You just
No, we didn't. I just
creased
flattened
it.
it. No, because it's already has a crease. You fold
I
it.
prefer it unflattened.
You fold it where the crease is, and you can put it back on if you wanted to.
No, I
Hold
prefer it unfolded.
Hey, here, I'm going to do a little house cleaning. Jeff Myers, if you're going to persist on writing some sort of lame stand-up routine about Sam Records in the chat, please stop. Thank you.
Joe Williamson Jr., I'm glad you're a junior. Reach around can be very pleasurable if it's the right person reaching around. So I'll just say that. So thank you for pointing that out. I think I said wrap around though, but reach around.
Here, Joe, Mazzy must love you. I know Mazzy throws that phrase out to almost anyone, but he'll answer any question you ask him in the chat.
Well, he likes to, have a little back and forth with me, and I like that. I appreciate that. I get it. I can take that.
Joe, do us a favor. Go to one of Mazzy's videos and just lambast him. Leave a nasty comment. Mazzy loves those.
Wiki Dixel, you're kind of right, but yeah, you put some liquid on the record. There's a platter that turns around. You scrub it dub with your scrubber, and then you vacuum all that shit off. But for me personally, I just put distilled water on and just to make sure that nothing got left on with the ultrasonic or whatever else I'm doing.
Okay, Gabby, let me help you out here. How old is Gabby, you think, Mazzy? You met her in person. 20s, young 20s?
Yeah, she's like 23 or so,
Okay,
22, 23,
okay.
24.
Gabby, you're basically a unicorn here. You're a female, and you're a female under 25. We don't have those. To kind of state that the vinyl community would go to Coachella, where they would have the what do you call it? The stamina to even participate at Coachella, you're wrong. It'd be more like the Senior Olympics. We should all meet up there.
I'm going to answer DJ Trish. I have too much stuff to listen to, Trish. So I appreciate it. I loved your Christmas stuff. I played them in the car when I was driving up to Michelle's, your holiday mix, your last mixes. And then I had Brent just give me these down mixes from Surround Things with the Beatles and other. I have so much stuff to listen to still. So thank you, though. I appreciate it. Coachella, I have no interest in Coachella at this point in my life right now. And renting a house with these guys in the desert.
Actually, Mazzy, I don't know if you heard this. The Coachella people, which are sort of basically involved with Record Safari. Did you know that?
Well, that's how they started. They funded him.
Yeah. Okay. They're going to come right here where I live to Santa Monica and do I think it's a 1-day festival on the Santa Monica Pier or the beach. So they're planning, I think, next year or maybe this year to do an event at the Santa Monica Beach.
Here are the two things I would consider. Rob sent to the wrong thread yesterday. I have to download it, but the LA. The
Vinyl Con.
The Vinyl Con. And I think now they announced that I have a feeling now Record Store Day is Dembosh Day. Is it now?
April 18th.
So it might. I don't think I'm going to Dembosh. I'll just say that. So, yeah. Now, what is it?
Now, I'm going to share here, Gabby. Here's a more reasonable thing. The LA Vinyl Con this year is March 21st, 22nd. Everyone come out. It was the first one they did last year was excellent. I enjoyed myself. And I went all 3 days. It was, and the big thing in downtown LA, parking, $5 parking. It was excellent. So I'm gonna post this Instagram post in the chat. I highly recommend if you March is a great time to come to LA in the spring. If we're looking to do a getaway weekend, come to LA, and this would be. I am almost certain. I told you the last one was excellent. This is going to be way better because word got out that it was good.
Can you send that to the proper thread right now? To our group, because you sent it to the wrong one and I deleted that.
It's Mazzy's world. We just live in it.
I'm just asking you to do. I'm asking you to do me a favor.
Okay, Gabby, do you see how hard he is to deal with here? Imagine him in Coachella.
Yeah, there's one in Atlanta, I think, in Feb or something. They're doing one in Atlanta.
Well, the other one that I'm considering is Chat Fest in October.
Has he sold tickets? Is he selling tickets?
I don't think he's officially even announced it yet. So no.
Chat Fest.
You know what? The Chad Fest. I can only imagine. All right, I posted a link. Save it. Come participate.
Look how great this is. Okay, I just want to make this announcement. I just got a response from Fred at Sam Records. Hello, Norman. No worries. Attached file is the invoice for customs. Best regards, Fred. So I guess I'll forward it. I don't know if he didn't say, I'm not going to bother him again if he actually forwarded it. So,
hey, I heard a rumor that the surviving members of Fountains of Wayne were getting back together. They originally broke up because the lead singer was an alcoholic. I think he was an alcoholic. Chris Collinsworth. I think Collingwood. I think he was an alcoholic, and they couldn't deal with his bullshit.
I want to ask again. I respect and enjoy your peanut gallery here, Rob. And despite your nonsense with them.
You didn't have very nice things to say about the Rev privately. You told me.
I love the Rev. Rev. Would you consider, it's closer to you? Isn't it close? I don't know. It's closer than it is to me. I'll put it that way. Would you consider going to Chatty Fest in October? Would you get up and go out and go? Because I don't know if anyone's actually met you in person. You're like a unicorn. I mean, they know you from Instagram.
Hold on. I have an idea for a movie. Let me know what you guys think. A group of vinyl collectors descends on Salina, Kansas.
Vagina, Kansas.
Salina, Kansas. It's a heist movie. It's like Ocean's 11. And their goal is to get into the vaults of a certain record person. That's just
it's
simmering
job?
in my
Isn't
brain.
that the Italian job?
Oakenshield. Dang Wing. Is Harry? Harry's not in the green room, is he?
No. Harry's probably sleeping.
Harry, scary Harry.
No. Okay. The reason I have this idea is I watch both National Treasure movies, and I kind of will model it off the second one where Ed Harris is the villain. And 45 could be like the Ed Harris character in our heist movie. He could be the Andy Garcia in the Ocean's 11 movies.
Has anyone seen The Battle Goes On or whatever it is that?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sean Penn and
the movie that's probably going to get the most Oscar nominations this year.
Have you seen it? I just watched it.
And what did you think? I haven't watched it yet.
As time goes on, I like it more and more and more and more. At the time, I thought it was a little over the top, certain things, but I really liked it. It was good.
By the way,
it was unbelievable. Sean Penn, fucking A. What's his name? The other guy. Very good acting. Crazy.
I met Ed Harris once because he directed a movie and we tested it. That dude's like a regular dude. When I went outside to deal with him, he got in his truck, like a flatbed truck, and drove away.
Wow.
And you know who he's married to? Ed Harris, Amy Madigan. Amy Madigan. Yeah.
When I was a kid, remember Peter Fonda? He drove a old.
She's having her big comeback because she has another movie coming out.
By the way, Andy Garcia is in the new season of Landman.
Yeah,
he works all the time.
Yeah, he's working a lot.
And I dealt with Andy Garcia. He is nice as hell. In fact, he directed a movie we worked on, and he put my name in the credits. He gave me.
Yeah, Benicio was great.
He put my name in his film in the credits. What a nice guy.
I spent a lot of time with Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah, but you were kids.
So Amy Madigan is doing she has another horror movie coming out that she's in. I think that's going to be her new Scream Queen thing.
I saw a clip.
She's great in Weapons. I loved Weapons.
I saw a clip of Amy Madigan with the little girl from Uncle Buck, and they also were in Field of Dreams together.
Yeah,
Gabby Hoffman, who's like in her 40s now, and Amy Madigan's probably like 70. And Gabby Hoffman looks older than Amy Madigan.
Amy Madigan is great in Weapons, though. I mean, it's fun, it's creepy, it's a great role. She won the Critics' Choice Award for that last night or this past week.
What?
Hoo-ha.
So anyway, I'm considering in March coming to LA for Vinyl Con, March 22nd.
Yeah, but
oh really, to Los Angeles?
I think it's a good.
Maybe
it's not going to be Den Bosch. I think I'll push off Den Bosch till the end of the year.
Now, I know you haven't been in New York one, WFMU. How does it compare, do you think?
I haven't been to it.
No. Is it big?
I think it compares like it because
it compares
ever. So I would compare
it. You know what? I would assume, which I haven't been to your Seattle ones. I assume it would be similar. Look, he's only done one in LA. I anticipate The space that they did it in was excellent.
Okay.
So
It's
can I
actually-
say something about it?
Well, let me finish. Let me just finish my point.
Okay.
The space they did it in was excellent. They could have put another 20 dealers in that space. I would assume that it will be more filled up.
Yes, and I think the thing the guy did was, we have record shows in Los Angeles. We have 2 a month, big ones, Pasadena and Orange County. But the problem with those is, and I hope I'm not offending anyone, is
Same
it's
thing.
always the same fucking records.
Yeah, that's kind of
You
like
know,
Well, here's a better
Whereas
way to
with
put it.
with VinylCon, he did a great job of bringing a lot of guys in from Arizona.
Yeah.
There
There was like 30% of the dealers at VinylCon were not from LA.
We're not from LA, and then there was
Amoeba
an
was there.
interesting- There was
Re-
Amoeba does shows from time to time, but there was an interesting, I thought, bunch of LA based people who never do shows that came. That not a lot, but there were like 4 or 5 guys you never see selling there. That was kind of
Hey,
interesting.
you can hook up, you can shack up at Jim's place, Patrick. No, seriously. You could stay wherever you want in LA. It's downtown on the weekends, very easily accessible.
Stay in Burb.
And he hooked the venue. The reason he was genius in picking this venue is they have a big parking garage and it was $5 to park.
It's really easy to get to. It's really easy
Yeah.
to park. You do have to take an elevator to get there, but so what?
But
Once you're in, it's pretty.
the guy,
Who's
that guy knows what he's doing. And Gabby,
The thing
you
is-
had asked, here's the deal, Gabby. And I will liken the VinylCon to any other event that goes on in LA. Let's pretend a sports event. Let's pretend the Rams are playing Pittsburgh Steelers here in LA. You come for 3 or 4 days and do all the stuff you want to do in LA, and you go to the game. There's so much to do here. So I don't know what your deal is, Gabby, but spring break, if that falls
would
around
love-
there, if you're a student,
Anyone, the tour of Record Collector News World Headquarters is free that weekend.
yeah, but you could lose a limb.
You could lose a limb to an animal.
Hey,
But
have you ever seen a
if Mazzy's interested in the tour, don't say anything to Mazzy, but he's off limits. I'm not allowing him at my house.
okay?
I invited him
Have-
10 times. He snubbed me 10 times,
once.
twice.
Have you ever seen there's a movie called Deliverance?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Visiting the headquarters of Record Collector News is sort of like that.
Squeal like a pig.
Yeah.
GMRC.
No, Winnie squeals like a pig, and it's terrifying.
And Elliot Cruz, you might enjoy visiting the
Elliot would
headquarters.
feel at home. Elliot would just feel at home. Here, this is. Can I show this?
Oh God.
That's my pig. That's
You showed
Winnie.
that- Yeah.
I'm just showing it again. That's Winnie.
Is that picture considered animal cruelty?
That actually, to be honest with you, is this picture plus
AI.
my wife is going crazy with AI, putting shit on dogs and animals. She's dressing them up with AI.
I have
All over.
I have my friends I used to work. My friend, a couple I know in LA. I forget what neighborhood, but they have
Hey,
a whole guest
Hey,
room for me that I stay with.
Gabby, all you have to do is acquire a box and throw them in there and media mail it back
Yeah.
to your house.
I don't do couches anymore. I'm too old for couches. Sorry. I tell you, you wake up after a night on a couch, man, and your back is fucked.
Hey, look,
you're young, it's great.
again, I anticipate this next VinylCon, because the word got out it was good and well run, that there will be more dealers there. I'm almost certain that will happen.
They had some pretty interesting, decent corporate dealers or whatever.
Well, no, here's what this guy does better than other events I've been to. He gets corporate sponsorships. There was an area where there was a DJ, but then there were companies giving out, like drinking companies giving out product. Coca-Cola was there. Poppy. I think Poppy was there.
What's
At
Poppy?
least two, like a seltzer drink.
Oh,
There was there was a couple energy drink companies there. So he got corporate companies to come, and I would assume based on the success, he'll have more.
do you think Chad will let us sleep in the church in one of the pews?
One thing
Again,
about VinylCon is he doesn't base it on other shows. He doesn't make the same mistakes. It doesn't look like other shows. I like it a lot.
What mistakes would those be? I'm curious.
it wasn't that expensive from what I understand, but maybe the next he'll charge more.
Yeah, I don't think the tables were expensive. It was what happens is other record shows, they just get fat and happy. They don't try hard. They don't get the corporate, they don't get the fizzy drink guys. Orange County is starting to get autograph guys coming in and autographing.
Yeah. There's a guy from Black
good.
Flag.
Yeah.
Jim's favorite Egyptian lover was there.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. And this guy, so Orange County is starting to do that again. That's awesome. But this guy from VinylCon, he doesn't know any better, so he's doing.
Hey, Jeff, I posted the link. Click on it. It's at the LA Fashion Mart.
Yeah, it's at the California Mart or something like that.
Yeah, fashion
one.
It's right near Fidham.
I used to work at California Apparel News, and that was at the old building, and that was a crazy job. Anyway,
why can't he stay at the Chauncey estate?
He can stay at RCN World headquarters, but he has to. We only have one bathroom, so he would have to use the outhouse. We have an outhouse still. This house originally was one bedroom.
Actually,
outhouse.
At Jim's place, he has a giant cesspit. You could just take a dump in there.
Yes, you can take the cap off the cesspit and sit yourself down. But no, that'll be fun. People come down. Yeah, let's do it. We'll have VinylCon parties that weekend.
Okay, I got confirmation that I can be a house guest at my friends around.
Nice.
Question for Jim.
Yes, sir.
Is he doing an ad in your next issue?
I just read a lot. Probably. He gets a really good deal and blah, blah, blah. I just emailed him this morning. Yeah, but we will have, what we're going to do is we're going to have new blankets in the pig pen. We're going to go to the Valley used shit store.
Okay, let me help you out with your bad sense of humor. If you're going to persist in man bestiality, they huddle together for warmth. No blankets.
Yeah. Elliot, a record at a big show in a big city is going to be more expensive than a kind of a rural or a small town thing. It's just the way it is. But also you're going to get a variety of stuff. Even at the big show in Austin, there's a lot of cheap records there as well as expensive records there. So you get more and you have a range. The Seattle show, there's pricey stuff and there's $3-5.
No, there was all types of stuff. I don't recall there being a lot of shitty records.
Yeah, no, but he's talking about it must be more expensive.
They're again, Elliot, if they're dealers coming from outside of LA, they're bringing their prices with them, I think.
Okay, for those Josh,
have we established ever that prices in general are higher in LA than in?
I don't know. Yeah, Josh Dillard. So. Everybody rewind the tape in the first.
Yeah, watch the beginning of the show.
In the first 10 minutes of the show, I talked about buying this 10 years ago today at Silver Platters. I walked in; they only had 2 copies, like 2 hours after they opened, but they'd only get like maybe 5 copies of New Release, which is weird. But I bought it. I played it all weekend. I love this record. And of course, Monday morning, we found out he passed. But 10 years ago today, Blackstar came out.
And I walked into a different record store and bought it. And then he died. But it wasn't that store.
Hey, Russ Dawson. We have so many Division I teams here in LA. Rather watch them than the stupid Dayton Flyers. And they ain't coming out here to play any of those teams.
But I'm wondering if records indeed are more expensive here. I don't think so. I really don't.
Well, no. My feeling is a record store, it charges what a record store charges. There are stores here in LA who are insane with the prices they put on them, and there's stores that are fairly
That's
priced.
true. I'm biased to the stores that I hang
Okay,
out at.
the place I'm staying at is Mid-Wilshire Hancock Park.
That's the worst part of town to ever want to be.
Yeah,
No, it's
and
not.
Mazzy has strict rules of staying in places with the word cock in them.
I know Hancock Park. I had one of my photographers.
Look,
Very nice neighborhood.
There are places in LA where they decide to make up a new name.
Hancock Park is.
Well, that's like every city. Real estate agents. When I lived in the Western Addition, when it was sketchy off of Divisadero, it's now called what's it called? Nopa, north of the Panhandle. But it was when Herb Cain was alive, the columnist and everything, and I always wanted to call it. You know, we had, like, for instance, there's a great rib shack, a rib place on Divisadero, a block from my house. And literally, when you ordered it, it had bulletproof windows like a bank, and they would drop your ribs in, and you'd grab your food to go. And so real estate agents were trying to come up with new names to say, Lower Pacific Heights or whatever. So my suggestion was calling Divisadero the Rue des Deux, and call it Dew Valley, but it just didn't stick. And now it's called Nopa, and it's kind of
I can see why. In Los Angeles, they changed the name of North Hollywood to Valley Village.
Well, there's a couple places in around there that have different names, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're two blocks east of La Brea between First and Second. There we go.
Look, here's the deal. LA is so huge, but this event's on the weekends where it's more reasonable to get around. You could stay anywhere. You could go stay in Torrance, which is probably a good place. You could stay in Burbank. You could stay anywhere. If you get a car and drive around, you're fine.
The couple I'm staying with, I went to their wedding in 1979, and Chris was my assistant manager at the record factory. Then he got into fell into this thing in Silicon Valley. Like sales for a laser company at the time or something, not weaponry, but some other kind of laser shit. And they're a great couple. They stayed with me last year, and so it'll be fun. But I'll hang out with them part of the time. It won't be all VC things for me. But Chris will come to the record show and do the record stuff with us if we do, the usual tours.
Very nice.
LA VC meetup, March 21st, 22nd.
It's actually a week
Fuck
long.
Dembosh.
It's a week long thing.
4.2 quake shakes North Bay. Wow. Is that
Big
North
one.
Bay area?
Who knows? Who knows, Mazzy?
Yeah, I'm working on renewals. I got to call Moldy Toes. Make sure they want to.
Is that a record store or the company that sends girls over to clean the house?
Description of the people that work on my feet. No, it's a great record store down in San Clemente, California. Very good store.
It's Nixon territory.
Oh, hey guys. The conversation's gotten stale. We need another old guy to contribute.
Hey, there he is. Hello, Patrick.
Finally.
Hello, Patrick.
Greetings, senors.
Greetings. So it wasn't my preamp, my amplifier, my 60-year-old amplifier. I had it biased and balanced, and bang, it sounds great.
Well, you thought it sounded great before too, and it wasn't.
But now it's just got this. It has what I want. I mean, it needed to be balanced. That whole section is broken. Has to be done internally.
So this VinylCon, is it worth going to?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
If you're going to
But
go to a show,
actually, here's the reason it's worth going to, Patrick. Because then you have all the other record stores you can go to visit here.
Oh, I know. Yeah, like
Is
Record
it
Safari and all
is it Saturday, Sunday?
I believe it would be Saturday, Sunday.
So maybe
I'd
I'll
probably come a few days early.
I'll try to come Thursday. So
We'll go to the Honey Hole,
I'll
Patrick.
see if I can
Okay.
stay at my friend's 4
Just-
nights. That's pushing it.
Well-
Usually I have a 3-night rule.
Uh-oh.
3-night.
I don't want. I hate flying out of towns on Sundays. I just hate traveling Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. I'd rather
Yeah.
wait till Monday noon.
And again, you know what? Can I
I'm just saying my
ask-
preference. I'm
Oh,
not saying
hold
for
on.
everybody. Fuck
can
you,
I
Rob.
ask a
Shut up,
go
Rob.
Can I ask a young go-getter that's in the chat to document all the things we learn about Mazzy each stream?
How about you?
Yeah, we should have a.
You interrupt everyone. I was saying a nice thing like an hour ago
About what?
Arnaldo's tag, and you interrupted me. Didn't let me finish.
Wow.
You know.
I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to stop interrupting.
Thank you. Arnaldo did a good tag, and I just wanted to do a shout out.
Apparently Mazzy has a chip on his shoulder. Hey, young go-getter, could you document that?
So I filed for a Texas tax permit because if you want to sell at Austin, you have to like have this thing. So I'm pondering selling at the Austin show if I can get other people to come in with me. So because I don't have enough to like take up a whole table, but I think 3 or 4 people could have enough to fill up a whole table.
Uh-oh.
And then you get invited to all the seller parties.
I'm sure those are crazy.
Okay.
Oh no, but that's where all the good stuff is at.
Records
is
are
traded for it.
Yeah.
For flying.
But that's the
before
case
show
at all
starts.
but that's the case at all the shows, right?
Do you
I
get a
don't know.
lot
I
of,
mean, go
go ahead.
No, I don't want to be accused of interrupting, but go
No,
ahead. Go ahead.
I think we both started at the same time. That doesn't count. Go ahead.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Rob, do you get a lot of stuff of people reaching out to you, like these endorsements and cheap shit and stuff?
Because unlike you, Mazzy, I don't say yes to everything.
I don't need. Oh, I don't say yes to hardly anything, to be honest.
No,
with
no. I mean,
you said yes to the dress.
Mazzy, I don't think seriously, and I'm not patting myself on the shoulder. I don't think. Here's where I differ from you. I think this live stream generates enough views with people within record collecting vinyl community that it's a viable place to let people know stuff. But I am not open. Like, I haven't done all the things that I possibly could do, but I'm,
well,
whatever.
Here's one I just got that, and they're offering me money. They don't say how much, but they talk about a 2 to 3 minute YouTube video, and it's about a music AI creator. I would never do a video on a music. I don't care how much they pay me. I would never do that. A 2 minute to 3 minute integration video. On an integration video like that.
Did they give you a figure?
No, but I know based on my views and my audience, I could probably get $2,000 out of them, and then you get a cut if people subscribe to this thing. AI music bullshit is. I know it's where we are.
So I will say I've spent the last 3 days having this in-depth discussion with ChatGPT to rebuild my music database and searchable online thing. And that thing did more in 3 days than I could have done in.
Yeah, no, well, that's where it's good for. But creating a song, creating.
Oh no,
music,
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying there are purposes where, but I can understand why people who are developers and that kind of stuff are really worried because this thing spit out miles of code, all accurate, and just literally took 6 months. It would have taken me months to do, and did it in a couple of days.
I'm not giving. Hey,
Hey,
Elliot.
hold on. Miss you. Here's where I differ from Mazzy. I do a live stream. I don't make videos like he does. So I speak to a large group of people twice a week. So take your thumb and insert it in your rectum. Thank you.
This is the dilemma, and this is like the Industrial Revolution 150 years ago, whatever. It's that AI, like let's say secretaries, let's say organizing things, even some coding development. A lot of these companies can start doing this on AI where they could lay off 10 people or 100 people or something. And that's where it's, but it is easy. I've done things where.
Well, hold on here, Mazzy, if you know true AI, seriously, AI will probably get rid of technical people, but here to run AI, you need more blue collar jobs. And I do, if I'm going to be glass half full with AI, from coming back, I sent the group a picture. I went back to visit my family in DC. The number one place, and Patrick probably knows this, your information, the internet lives in Northern Virginia. If you drive around Northern Virginia, they're building data hubs like crazy there.
It's called May East. So there's May East, and there's May West. This is where all the internet connections come into. The May East is in Virginia. May West, I can't remember. I can't remember where May West is.
I love May West.
They were gonna have a May Dallas in Dallas at the Infomart. But
to run AI, you need electricity, you need buildings, you need all that. So service to AI probably will create more jobs than AI gets rid of.
Yeah, but what happens in these kind of things, and you lose a half a generation of people who are not educated for certain things, and that's part of it. All these people talking about drill baby drill and oil again. That is a commodity that is, every other country is more or less somewhat getting away from it in the future. Maybe not now in our lifetime, but to close off all that, whether it's wind or solar, everything else, it's going to change. And all that drilling stuff, all those.
But wind and solar has more of a carbon footprint than oil does. So don't you watch Landman, dude?
Yeah, I do actually. But
hey, wait, Ed Topo, I thought you were a ham model. How's AI going to take away your job?
Yeah.
So I had to deal with some AI customer service, and it was so fucking horrible. The AI was using terms like, I'll reach out to our fulfillment team.
Yeah.
What the fuck does reach out to your fulfillment team?
Well, they do that even without
just pick up reach out to them and then get back to me.
Well, no,
AI customer service bots are horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Jim, I called you the other day and I said, let's go get lunch. And you go, I'll reach out to our customer service team.
Yeah, let me reach out to our.
Part of the problem is there was a record company that I know, a mid-sized company that was looking for a customer service person. I talked to the guy because I know him, and said if you ever want some help, because I'd like a side gig, because I like to work and I like to do things. I don't want a full-time job. I would like something if the right kind of thing came. And I said, if and I was talking to him about things like Rhino and these companies that don't get back to people. And then after a while, I thought about it, because people say, oh, they bought some audiophile record and it's got a split seam or the package and they're not getting back to me. And I get that. Rhino and all the companies have that shit. Some are better than others. But then I thought, even if you had a good person like any of us that would get back to customers, depending on how much the workload is or the people reaching out, it doesn't mean I can get to the fulfillment company to get them packaged and get out right away the record for the customer. So even if I, as nice as ever, get back to someone right away, I thought that is the fucked up part, where me talking to the fulfillment house to use a better packaging or send it out to this person like that, it's almost impossible for it to happen.
Can you imagine if you called into a support line and you got Mazzy and he starts telling you about San Francisco and you're like going, what the fuck?
You're in Atherton. I know that was the rich part of the peninsula. I know where you are. Remember that place on El Camino Real? They used to sell the Christmas.
I saw the Who there in '77. Yeah, it was awesome.
I used to go to Circle Star Theater and I saw Toadie Fields there before she had her leg amputated.
Oh, sorry, you were calling about your lettuce was wilted on your e-cart. Oh shit, sorry.
That's actually pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny.
I called Mazzy and I got an AI bot saying,
"Oh, Patrick,
Mazzy will be back with you in a moment."
No, but you know what I mean. I tell you, even when I worked retail, I hate going into stores
There's that big ass fucking dog, man. That thing
when
is
you go into a
huge.
retail thing and you like years
Right
ago, I
now
remember
it's giant.
all this shit started
massive.
happening when you go to a Macy's and you can't find to pay for something. I haven't been to Macy's since the pandemic, but you know, you go into a Macy's and a point of time where they didn't have enough employees and they have all these registers and areas in different departments, but half of them are empty. You have to go to another department to find someone to buy a fucking shirt or a pair of pants. And you sometimes I would say, I just want to buy something. Can somebody help me? And they're standing around talking to each other. And it's just, you know, that's where customer service, you really appreciate good customer service.
Maybe
you
you
know?
should
Sorry.
try to get a job at Macy's and show them how to do it.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
I'm
missed
past
jazz.
my
jazz
prime
time.
for that.
Alex sent me like a whole box of jazz stuff. Don't even know if it's any good. Like the Yusuf Lateef, what is it? Eastern Sounds? Is that it?
Yes.
That's
There you go.
one of my
That's-
favorite jazz records.
That's
Yeah, I just
awesome.
ripped that one. Bobby Hutcherson, Medina, a bunch of
Yeah.
Joe Hamilton on Milestone. Does that sound right?
To me, retail
Like the whole box.
merchandising, and like in record
Joe
stores,
Joe Henderson.
That's it. Yeah, you're right.
The Joe Henderson and Milestone. Those are pricey records.
Harry, get up here, man. The show's dying. We need you and PB Thal.
We need less Grateful Dead T-shirts too.
Which
Yeah.
Alex sent you those
Look at
records
that.
to rip?
Disco Devil.
Oh,
So yeah, there's a whole box of them. There's like a bunch of stuff on Impulse. I think some of the Impulse stuff's a reissue. The Yusuf Lateef was a craft reissue. OGC.
yeah. That sounds good. That's good.
Angelo, it's not a dog, it's a doodle.
And Bobby Hutcherson was a tone poet, Medina. So that was.
Yeah.
I have an auction today at 4:30 with Kimbo's going to be here, I think, too. I do have something I didn't include on it, and it's really great. If anyone has the bucks, I have from 1978, the full Beatle, the French Beatle pressings with their covers. Now, the first two are only French; they weren't the same. By Beatles #1, forgot the other one. The rest, all never played, pristine Beatle records, includes colored versions of the Red and Blue album.
Are those the Pat Marconi ones? Is that what those?
Yeah, they are. And it's in the green box, so it's a whole different box. I may show it and maybe sell it, but you know, it starts at about $750. I see them going for about $1,000 up, and you don't see a lot of them for sale. And but the records itself are pristine. So if anyone's interested, even before he sings one song in French, as you know which song that is. But reach out if you're even before me, inbox me at Instagram if you're interested in that. I'm starting it at I think 700. But
okay. Hold on. Do you think you're going to sell that?
Maybe not today because I don't know. And yeah, I've had an offer of 650 for it, but
take it.
I might wait on it. I don't need to sell it. So, but I bought it in 1978, just never played it. But
I'm at the point right now where some of this stuff, like I bought a couple of collections that I made my money back. It's like I just want to get this shit out of here so I can get it out. So it's like overwhelming sometimes.
I've been doing that little by little. I've been getting rid, as I said in the video yesterday, I've been getting rid of almost all my, not all, but most of my double 45s.
I wonder if I could get my personal collection down to 1,500 records. That's a lot of records.
Okay, this is weird now. I just got a FedEx automated thing. Your delivery is scheduled on 1/8. That's today. Isn't today the 8th?
Okay, so here's what Fred probably did. He was able to go in and change the paperwork, and they were sitting on it, and now they could deliver it.
But it's already local. If it's here, it's so weird.
It was sitting local, but they couldn't release it.
Right.
I got a spam message today saying your package could not be delivered, and it was from some cheesy people. People have this long ass address that doesn't make any sense. I'm like going, okay.
Hey, I got a spam message, or I'm considering it a spam message. Hey, Rob, why are you so mean to me, Mazzy? Is it spam?
No, but it is trash. Yes.
And I want to thank to the 3 people during the 3 hours here that bought Mazzy. It's the Music Stupid t-shirts.
You could get to 1,000 t-shirts by the end of the year.
Well, I haven't even done a video.
Yeah, but Mazzy, what is, to be transparent, what's your cut of each t-shirt?
Let's see so far how I get.
So
like,
who's your t-shirt person? I'm gonna get a t-shirt made that has the YouTube symbol that whenever your stream gets put down, it says stream unavailable. That's what I want on my
well,
t-shirt.
there's places you can go,
stream
like
unavailable.
you can get one-offs and tests like Zazzle and Teespring, and I was with Teespring forever, and I left them because I had a handful of people saying they didn't get back to me. It's taken months, and that's what most people use, Teespring, and I think they had a few bumps, so I switched to this. What's it called? I forgot, but I had to set up a Shopify site, which is $1 a month for 3 months. Then it's going to be, I think, like $19 a month. But if I sell enough, that $19 a month.
So, okay, what's your cut of each t-shirt?
It depends on the shirt. I make anywhere from $6 to $11 on the shirt, depending on the shirt. I make less.
So here's a sign that Mazzy's doing well with the t-shirts, people. When he holds up his hand, it'll be a Rolex.
Exactly. No, but I any money I get from YouTube, I actually put back into records to do that.
I mean, look, I make from the ad revenue on these live streams, but it's enough to buy, a bunch of records, couple
exactly.
records.
Hey, Bill, I did have a "Shut the Fuck Up, Dude" t-shirt a while ago, and I had it up for like 2 years, and I sold a bunch. It's out of print now. I don't think I need to go into that again and do a "What the Fuck" t-shirt. I'm over that. The dude.
Hey,
yeah.
Hold on. I don't know who you are, thumb.com, but Tom Rashawn deserves the money.
Is that Tom Rashawn? Well, Tom and I'll be transparent. I traded him a bunch of records over the last couple of years that I gifted him that he wanted from various collections, Dizzy, my collection, Coleman collection. And that was in lieu of doing, or in trade for doing a typesetting for me. And he did it.
So in the interest of I'm not shilling for this, but this freaking Humming Guru pump here, this thing that pumps water into the Humming Guru, is fucking amazing. This thing is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Hold on,
Really?
hold on 1 second.
Are you serious?
I'm sending a link to Humming Guru for the stream. Can you say that again, please?
So I actually did not expect much from this thing. I was like, and Steve Harmless Rebel on my live stream, he said the same thing. He actually had the same experience. He's like, I really didn't think it was gonna be that big of a deal. This thing is such a fucking like time saver, stress saver. Because the old Humming Guru, you had to pull the thing out, then you had to fill it up, then you had to like flip it over and like put the water in. It would spill everywhere. This thing is like absolutely amazing, man. I mean, absolutely. I mean, if you have a Humming Guru, get it. I mean, that's
nice.
That's all I can say. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a paid advertiser. They got my money twice. So yeah.
I'm doing a video on this, on both these things. Also, this Patrick they sent me, their bionic spin clean.
That's a spin clean, basically. So yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I've never owned a spin clean.
I bought the first Humming Guru myself with my allowance, my own money. And then after using it about 1.5 years, they reached out to me on the Nova, and I did get that. In the video, I said it was sent to me. I did a couple of videos on it, and I enjoyed it.
Okay, so here's the deal.
I think it was like $120. I think it was $120.
So Mazzy shares something in common with Cy Sperling. And if your natural thought was they both have follically challenged, you're correct. But they bought the company.
That big ass dog.
That dog, here's what's funny about that dog. That dog, when it stands on its hind legs, is almost as tall as me.
Oh, yeah.
That dog will jump up on you and slam you in the chest. But it'll make you
did that to me in my bathroom.
Hold on. Jim, hold your hand over its nose. Hold your hand over its nose. No, above it. See? That dog takes your hand. That dog takes
So-
your hand and throws it over its head.
So I do have a word of advice for anybody that goes to a record collector news headquarters: is don't buy the hot dogs. It's overhyped. Do not buy the hot dogs.
Yeah, the
And-
hot
You have to
dogs
buy the hot dogs at his place?
questionable.
Well, they tried to make some dogs, but all I saw in the pan was some onions that were trying to caramelize without any heat.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so-
His wife was nice to make us some hot dogs or sausages, but then we went out to someplace.
Are they
I
all
forget
kosher,
where.
all beef?
We had really good street tacos. They were really good.
Oh yeah, those
Street
were
Those
good.
are great. Yeah, those are good street tacos.
Actually,
Those were excellent.
Actually, last night for the first time on my home way back from work, I went to the best street taco place in all of LA. It's
But you
called
can't
Brother.
say that because Jim's gonna go, hey, that brother. That's
No,
not
I
the best,
promise
you
Jim.
know.
I promise Jim will say this. It's called Brothers Cousins. Look it up. It's really popular. It's in West LA. I went there last night. It's the best El Pastor I've ever had.
Okay,
That's saying
so
a lot.
when I come down for Vinyl Con, we're gonna go to this place, and you're gonna show me how good it is.
There'll be a
To me,
line.
the best is Cacao's Mexicatessen. That used to be a truck. It used to be a truck, and Jonathan Gold, food reviewer, loved it, and it's a restaurant now in Highland Park or in Eagle Rock. But that place is unbelievable. Cacao's Mexicatessen in Eagle Rock or Highland Park or something.
I think
This is
Jim's.
a-
I think
This
Jim's
is a
only picked.
sheepadoodle. That's a
Jim's only
sheepadoodle.
Jim's only picking that because something happened in the bathroom there. I think.
Well, something happened in the bathroom to me at Cousins, but I haven't even been there yet.
Well, it's a street place. They don't have a bathroom. So I'm
That's
sharing
why.
this in the chat, and you can go look at their Instagram, judge for yourself. I've heard about this place. People talk about it on social
I
media.
think it's bullshit. There's the best taco place in LA is that there's 17 of them.
Yeah, I bet
You
you
know what I
there's
mean?
a lot of great taquerias in the LA area, like San
LA
Francisco.
This
has
is
the
street. I promise you, this place. I just posted it. Look, I'm really good on recommendations. I don't do poorly when I
You know
recommend
what the
stuff.
cows has?
I mean,
Hey, okay. So Jeff, Leo's used to be good. They were at the corner of Venice and La Brea. They're not there anymore. I don't know what happened to them.
you know,
I drive by there all the time.
the trucks in San Francisco are better than most of the restaurants in Seattle in terms of Mexican food, with
Ooh.
with one or two exceptions. I mean, it took me like 6 months to find good Mexican food in Seattle. The place we went to in Georgetown is the best. Or there's also one in Ballard, but that's way across town. It's just a
Nobody
lot.
knows where Ballard is, Bazzy.
Not everyone. No, it's across town. I mean, it's
Hey, Fluffy, tell me, I've driven by there 3 times and they're not there anymore.
yeah. I
That used to be a good place to get. That used to be like the busiest place I've seen on street tacos.
yeah.
But
Most
this
of the.
this Brothers Cousins, man, is
Yeah.
good.
I mean, we
It
have
should
a
be
few,
called Leonardo's and not Leo.
yeah, we have a few of the gringo Mexican restaurants here, which aren't very good. It's like whatever you order, it all tastes the same.
Okay, hold on one second. Harry, what is a street clam? Is it slang for something?
So, what did we learn today? 10
Not a
years
damn
ago,
thing.
10
No,
years
clean-
ago today, this album came out, David Bowie's last album.
The cleaning, how everyone cleans.
We
and
learned
stuff.
about
That was
cleaning
good.
records with Humming Guru and DeGritter and that whole.
The anti-static.
Oh, by
coming
the
through
way,
thing.
we talked
Did
about
I
you,
miss?
Patrick.
Oh, whoa! Did I miss cleaning talk? How did this
Yes,
happen?
yes,
No,
Yeah.
it happened all.
Yeah.
You
But
slept
I
in
meant
today.
to ask you about
Oh
it,
man,
Pat. I think you have the most involved process of cleaning your records out of any of
I
us.
think I think without a hands down, I go through 3 different ultrasonic cleaners
Jeff
for,
Mo-
in my garage.
Patrick, I still get comments on that video with you and Michael Ingroove and Michael Fremer that I hosted from 4 years ago.
Oh,
when it-
the cleaning video.
cleaning video. People they go off on whoever, all of us or none of us or one of you, or they just you know, everyone's very opinionated on cleaning, and they just get
You
crazy.
know, if you know, I always say, look, man, if your cleaning method makes you happy, that's fine. But trust me, you need to experiment. You need to like think outside the box, and you can always improve. You know, so my methods have changed many times since that discussion.
Now, do you still use the Turgikill or whatever? What do you use in your?
All right, so if I get a record, I do 4 at a time. I put them in the spin clean. The spin clean is with distilled vinegar and Liquinox to dilution rate. Run it through the spin clean. Put it on the cleaner vinyl spit. 4 records. I could fit 8, but I need the spacing because if you get them too close, there's no cavitation. I have it on this massive 27-liter fucking 10 transducer, 40 kilohertz ultrasonic thing. It sits on there, spins around very slowly for 20 minutes. Take that off, put it on the cleaner vinyl with the Turgitol mixed in with water. Run that for cycles at 80 kilohertz and 120 kilohertz. Take that off, put it into a rinse ultrasonic, run that, and then vacuum it off. So that's that. And then if I come upstairs and I really want to clean it again, I'll put it in the Humming Guru. Sometimes it gets 4 ultrasonic cleanings. Yeah.
When do you have time to listen to it?
I listen while I'm cleaning. I mean, it's like I have a cleaner here. I mean, it's it's easy.
Massey does it. Massey does it with his member. That's how he cleans his member.
But I can tell you, man, like there are records that I look at and I go, "There's no way it's going to sound good." And after I clean them like that, it's like, okay, you know, it's amazing. So,
it brings out the music, sort of, you know.
It does. It totally does. I mean, I did a video where I played a Steely Dan song and then I ran it through the process with the chemicals and played it again and recorded it. I think I might still have it. You can hear the difference. Just the 3D, all that shit comes out, man.
Yeah.
It's not.
The question is the vinegar diluted, Patrick? That's a question.
It's diluted very little, but the vinegar's only on the record for about 30 seconds.
That's your active.
How many rotations in the spin clean is this?
Like 4. I just,
I think
it
that's
gets fingerprints off.
I think what I'm going to try and do is with this, I'm going to do a solution like that.
Yeah, I mean, it gets the fingerprints off. That's for sure.
Dude, I started making my own cleaning spray. Basically, it's distilled vinegar in water.
Can you use that vinegar thing after as a salad dressing?
No, you can use the douche though.
Yeah, because then you will
go douche with it.
You'll get people getting so upset. When I did the first Humming Guru video, and Amanda, the archivist, was here with me, and we did it kind of tongue in cheek, and we were mixing martinis.
People lost their fucking minds on that shit, man.
Michael Fremer, literally within a half hour after that video posted,
that's what prompted the live stream. That's what prompted the live stream. I got an email
from Michael Fremer saying, "Take that video down. You shouldn't make cocktails when you're making records. You're not being serious." Like,
who's that? Who said that?
Michael Fremer. Like, Mr. Comedian.
Fremer has done
YouTube
videos
all the time
where he brags about how he's able to set up a cartridge and drink tequila.
Yeah. I'm just, and then I wrote to him, or we chatted because of that video. That's part of the reason. And then there was something that, I don't know if it was Patrick or someone said something about a surfactant or no surfactant. I can't remember whose side who was on. And his head's exploded. And then Michael Ingroove got in on one of these live streams, I guess.
I'm pro surfactant. I'm pro surfactant, but
yeah, whatever. I mean,
I have a Kermis. I have a Kermis ultrasonic. It sits in my. It's not even being used. So
you don't use it. And I had any of that agitation in between cleanings.
If I was going to do a deep cleaning, I would get this brush right here, and then I have a cleaner right here, and I would manually, and I have label protectors. I would manually
hold up the brush.
That's one of these.
Oh
yeah,
it's like a shaving brush, but it's got a zip tie around it to kind of concentrate it, so it's not so blowing.
But I think that putting some sort of magic juice in between cleanings
Wait,
does
you're
hold
saying
more
you
sit-out.
ejaculate on your records?
God, that's,
Well, my
that's like the
Magic
third
Juice
time
has-
you talked
might have a
about
little-
like
Mine is
Rob, you're
mine is
obsessed.
90. Mine is 80% fillet of fish and 20% my own semen.
Okay, thank you.
What the fuck?
That was
You know, I would love the way I would love to end the stream today, the way Fremer ends every conversation with people. I have to go throw my gum away. Excuse me. Thanks for coming. Oh, Mazzy just left.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Nice to
Have a
see you,
good
Patrick.
weekend.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
I
everybody.
see you.